Hi guys, in this lesson we're going to talk about They Say, I Say Chapter 4, 3 ways to respond, and fortunately this will be a pretty short video because it's a pretty straightforward chapter. Basically what they're doing here is they're telling you different ways that we can respond to the voices that we've brought into our papers. Your first secret word is journey. The first one that they talk about is disagreeing and explaining why. Now it's pretty obvious that disagreeing is going to be one way to respond to other people, but explaining why is the key step. It's not enough to just go, he's wrong, he's wrong, he's wrong. If you remember in the debates between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton would say something, Trump would go, wrong, wrong, wrong. He wouldn't ever say why she was wrong. He would just come back with this wrong, and it didn't make him sound very intelligent. Turned out not to matter. He was elected president anyway, so maybe that's not the best example. But Trump's arguments would have been stronger if he'd said wrong because, and then given some logical, credible reasons that Hillary Clinton was wrong about whatever she was talking about. So that's what you want to do when you write your refutation. We were using the example of a gun control article. So say the person says, we have so many deaths in America because Americans have too many guns. It's not enough for you to just go wrong. You got to say why. So respond to him, disagree, and then bring up some statistics or some sort of a logical argument that explains why he's actually wrong. This disagreeing and explaining why is going to be the main one that you're using when you're actually writing your I Say paper. So pay special attention to this section of the book. Now the next one is similar. You're agreeing, but with a difference. You don't want to just agree, 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 because then that makes you sound like a yes man or just like some parrot going uh-huh. You don't want to do that. Make sure that when you agree, you add something to it. Remember, you're entering the conversation, so you want to be a new voice that actually adds something worthwhile. So when you agree, bring something from your research or something from your personal experience that actually shows why you agree or how you're agreeing actually changes the way people should think about it. So add something that makes a little bit of a difference to what's been said originally. Now, not everyone agrees or disagrees clearly on any particular issue. Say you're agreeing and disagreeing with something at the same time. I think that's perfectly fine, and They Say, I Say agrees. You can show that an issue is complex and you're giving it careful thought by saying you're not sure where to stand on it. One issue I'm not sure about what we should do is the issue of Assad in Syria. We had a couple of months ago, and again I'm making this video in 2017, where Assad used chemical weapons on his own people, and Trump responded by bombing an airfield in Syria. Well, on the one hand, I don't think it's a good idea to just fire missiles kind of indiscriminately into a country and potentially start a war, especially when that country is backed by Russia. On the other hand, I don't think we should just let Assad sit there and use chemical weapons against his people. Something has to be done. So I don't know where to stand. I look like this guy in the picture who's trying to decide between losing weight and eating a donut. It's fine to be undecided on something. They Say, I Say gives you templates for when you agree and disagree at the same time. So anytime you bring into a source into your paper, think, do I agree, do I disagree, or am I on the fence? And make sure you respond appropriately.